Hi, I'm Sergio with Arvig. Thanks for watching Tech Talk. Today we're going to be talking about a new version, a new software coming from Apple of Mac OS X called Mac OS X 10.8. It's also known better as OS X Mountain Lion. If you're kind of an Apple fanboy or you follow Apple products a lot, you'll know they name their operating systems after different large cats, so leopard and snow leopard and lion. The newest version is OS X Mountain Lion. We're going to be looking at some of the differences between Mountain Lion and previous versions of Mac OS X, what this means for you, and whether you should upgrade or not. So let's check it out. Okay, so what I've got here is the Apple website showing off Mountain Lion. It's not out quite yet, so you can't install it on your own computer. But one of the biggest things we're going to point out as differences between Mountain Lion and previous versions of Apple's operating system is that they've really taken the iPad in mind in this case. The iPad and the iPhone were very popular devices for Apple, and so they've taken that same kind of idea and applied it to their computer system. What do I mean by that, you might be saying? Well, currently if you want to run a program on Apple, so why don't I minimize the screen, you'll have your list of dock icons down here, or maybe you have some icons on your desktop. The new version, if we bring that back up, is going to be able to bring a big grid of icons, and so I can kind of show you an example of that. When I hit my Applications button, see all these big grids? It'll do that, but for a full screen mode with every single app you have running. You can, if you have a touch screen, you can flick and move back and forth between the applications. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, that's going to seem very, very familiar to you. Also on this screen, we'll see they have what they call the Notification Center. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, you'll know when you get a new tweet or a new text message or an email or whatever it might be, a notification center comes down from the top and you can drag it down and see all your current notifications. Same idea here, it's on the right hand side. It'll show you your new emails, your new messages, whatever updates it might need, all on the right hand side of the screen. So that can be brought up and down. Now, like any upgrade, you have to be concerned with Mountain Lion to see if it's going to be compatible with old programs you have running. They're very much pushing away older programs. If you ran what's called OS X Lion, any program you have on there will work with Mountain Lion though. If you're currently running OS X Snow Leopard, which is 10.6, then it's a little iffy as to whether every program you have will work or not. You'll want to go to Apple's website, and they do have a section where you can see and make sure your program is going to be compatible or not. Or go to the Program Makers section. So let's say you have Microsoft Office and you don't know if it's going to be compatible with Lion, you can go to the Office website and find that out. And I can tell you for those with Office, yes, it will be compatible. Microsoft is going to make sure it works. Let's scroll over and see a few of the other features here. They're including some more apps built in and apps that are convenient with iCloud, their cloud syncing service. So here we see they have 3 devices up here, an iPhone, a laptop, and an iPad. What they're showing is that this might be a text document that I wrote, and by using this service that you can sync up with iCloud, you can have that same document on your iPad and on your iPhone, all your devices, I guess you might say. That's something that older versions of Mac OS X could not do. But this way, all your documents can be up on the cloud, and you can share it without, worrying if it's saved on this hard drive or that hard drive or this disk or that disk. It's just all going to be shared with each other. That also works for things like photos and music. Another feature they're pretty proud of is what they call messages. If you have an iPhone, you might be familiar with the messages section. That lets you text your friends with other iPhones without using up your text messages. Well, they've built that right into the Apple computer now too, something that previously wasn't there. So as you can see, there's lots of features that they're building into the computer that have previously just been apps or programs for mobile devices. They really want to make them all very similar, and I'd say in the future, watch out, they'll probably be even more similar. You'll look at your phone and it'll look the same as it does on the computer. So watch out for that maybe 5 to 10 years from now. Thanks for watching this episode of Tech Talk. If you've got an Apple computer and you're thinking about upgrading, or you just have some questions about it, or even problems, feel free to bring it to one of our Arvig locations. We do offer computer repair and are Apple certified to work on Macintosh computers. So that's great for a lot of you. It's sometimes hard to find those places. So come to an Arvig location, or give us a call at 888-99-ARVIG, or check us out at arvig.com.